Hello, 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 everybody. How are you? Please forgive me. Y'all know how life be lifing. Happens to all of us. Y'all see me getting pretty for y'all? Okay, we got a slightly different setup today. And I'm going to see if we can make it work. Khadijah! Hello, my love. I don't know which camera is showing me. I guess this one. But if I turn this, okay, so it's this one. Okay. How are you? Uh, got a lot going on. Okay, I need all of that to stay off my screen. Okay, like I said, I got a slightly different setup today. I went back to the Chromebook, but I went in on the phone, so it's still allowing me to use the Chromebook. So we're working on it, y'all. I'm working on it. We're trying. All of us are putting our heads together trying to get this to work. I just picked up my crochet and it's too hot to be holding it. I know, I know. I wish that I could just blow cool air over there on you. I really do. She lives in England and their buildings are designed to hold heat and they have a fan shortage. They don't have AC. And of course, they have a heat wave. Hello, Vivian. How are you? I'm so happy to see you. Okay, so welcome in. I am your Mama Cougar, aka Kitty Lane, that baby boomer from the peninsula in Virginia. And welcome into the den and the castle of Creator Relate. So, how is everybody today? I hope we all are well. Okay, I got that going on, and I have that going on. Okay. All right. So we do know that today is Show Off Saturday. I have quite a lot to show off as I was not here last Saturday. But I feel good because I'm running at a rate of about right now 3.5 projects per week getting done. That's awesome. Can you please pass me that bag? It's okay. But I'm proud of me. I'm really proud of me. I don't want y'all to see it yet. Okay. So for breakfast this morning, I had sausage sandwiches. Had a couple of them. It was a pretty long piece of sausage. So I do have my coffee. Forgive me. I have 18 ounces of Folgers Black Silk. I have 14 ounces of French vanilla, the International Delight French vanilla. It's still piping hot and very tasty. When I crack this baby open, it will be my second bottle of water today, and I have two more in the room. So we're doing good with the water. Um, E. Wow, we got there quick. So E, first emoji. And I forgot what my emoji was this time. Oh, I had the parakeet because I'm waiting to show the other one. But what I would like for an emoji, just to set everything up, is a clock. I would love to have a clock. Khadijah is amazing with what she does. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She is absolutely amazing. I'm missing my sister. I don't know where she is. Let me tell you what's been going on as well. Before we get to the F, I'm going. Well, I'll save it to F. So now for F, focus. My focus for today is this beauty, but I will show you later what it is. Yes, another clock, because I'm building up to what you have done for me. And I know that I'm not going to be able to show it today, but when y'all see the next thumbnail, you're going to be like, wow. When I saw it, I was blown away. I really, really was. Um, but like I said, I'll show you that later. That's the focus for today. Also, um, I'm going to be pulling out some things that have been tucked away that I was kind of undecided about. I've decided to go ahead with a couple of them, and I am going to be putting them on the list, as I only have this many. These are the whips that I'm working on, y'all. I got that down to 6. These are ideas and things that I want to do, and we still have clear spaces down here. So I've been doing really, really good with this. I've been doing really well with that. And I want to give myself a little pat on the back. Your girl has been working. Yes, I have. And thank you for the clock. Also, when we get to it, I'm going to show you some of the whips that I am working on and that I'm really, really excited about. I'm looking for one. Oh, it's over there. When you get a chance, I need your help, sir. I need that thrown away for one. And then I need you to scurry over there and get that whip for me on my scooter. I said scurry, not scoot. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Y'all, I got the best family. I do. Thank you for the clock, Vivian. Okay. We're getting there. So I did show you, I will be working on that today, and probably something small. But there is one thing I wanted to talk to you all about. I've been having issues with my phone charging. And last night I tried to record a video while it was plugged up, and that didn't work out too well. So I noticed this morning and yesterday morning it was fully charged, but it's like very quickly the charge wears down. I don't know what's going on with it, but that's why I pulled out the Chromebook, because I didn't know what I was going to have to rely on. I want to start the pick a stitch. Being that I'm not prepared today, what I would like to do is possibly start Tuesday. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep picking at this and see if I can get the base down, which is a basic, well, not a basic circle, but it's a circle of sorts. It's kind of different. And then we'll go from there. What I'll do is post on Saturdays. I don't know if we do it Tuesday. If I show you that Tuesday, that'll give you how about if I post the circle on Tuesday to get you started? We're working on this together. I don't have a color scheme in mind. I don't have a size in mind. This is something that we're going to be building together. So what I will do, based on the stitches we have and knowing what I'm capable of next, I will put a poll in the community post of which stitch you want to go with next. And based on the poll, it'll determine which stitch we apply next. So if it's like the granny square, then, or the granny square stitch or the clusters, we'll do the 3 cluster granny square. Or if it's the V stitch or the cross or, whatever it is, half double crochets, um, treble, cable, whatever however we want to do it, we'll figure it out and we'll make it happen. And we'll build a beautiful blanket together. Now, keep in mind, we're going to be designing a blanket together. And in that designing, sometimes we have to frog. I don't think it bothers me so much because I don't know if you remember the story of the first chevron afghan that I made. It was just about done. And my ends went just like this. And when Miss Williams, the lady who taught me how to do the stitch, saw it, she was like, no, 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 we've got to start all over. And my mom was keeping score for one of the basketball games. When she looked up and saw me taking that Afghan apart, my mom, in the middle of the game, ran across the gym floor and up to the top of the bleachers. What are you doing? Why are you taking it? It used to irritate my mom so much to see me taking a project loose. It would really, I'm not going to say anger her, it would frustrate her. She would be so flustered because she knew the time that I would put into these projects and then to take them loose. But that did for me, what it taught me was if it's not done right, then it's not going to be done. And I appreciate Miss Williams for instilling that in me. Um, I like that about me. If I see a mistake on the third row and I'm on row 116, I've got to take it back to row number 3. I do. I do. So now I do have this thing that if it's small and insignificant and not seen by the trained eye or not noticed by the trained eye, and it's kind of my trademark, sometimes I'll do it intentionally. I will make a small mistake. I will. And it's just like it doesn't compromise the integrity of the piece at all. Like I will decrease on one row and then at that very same spot to keep the count, I'll increase there. And if you're not really, really focused on it and looking at each stitch, you won't really notice it. But I'll do that so that I know it's mine. So yeah, that's what we do. Now for the groups. Of course, okay, signature move, it's not a mistake, it's an intent. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I do, especially because I do a lot, and I think it's called intarsion crochet is what I do. I always call it grafting, because I will graph everything out and I'll work from there. And if I don't graph it out, I think I showed you, I'll try to work on a y'all, I got everything everywhere. I'll try to work on a quick pattern of mine and show you how one of my patterns look. I think some of you have seen it. And I will use Lady K. So we have Lady K. Real simple, right? Then I'll determine what size I want my letters. Do I want 3x3s, 4x4s, 5x5s, 7x7s, so forth and so on. So for this one, I'll go 5x5. So that's going to be 35 high. I know. And it's going to be 25 wide. That one's going to be 30. And that one 25. So that's 105. And the halfway mark will be right at 53. That's the center. And then I want my K to be significantly larger. So it's going to be a 9 by 9. 9 times 5 is 45. And then 9 times 7 is 63. Okay, so right here, I already know the placement of my letters. Now, depending on how wide it is, I know that lady is going to take up 105 stitches minus the spaces. I didn't add the spaces in there. Normally with a 5 by 5 letter, I'll add 2 or 3 spaces in the middle. So if we go 2, just to keep everything uneven, then we'll add 6 to it, and that'll be 111. So I know that that's going to take up 111 stitches. And let's say my blanket is, let's say, we'll make it 211 just to make it simple, 211 stitches long. So that gives me 100 stitches on each side. I'm going to start my L at stitch number 51. I'm going to have 53 stitches on each side. And then when I drop down here to the K, 45, of course, I'll subtract the 45 from the 211, and that'll give me the number that is to be halved, so I'll know where to start my K and where it's going to end. I know that lady is going to be 35 rows tall, and the K is going to be 63 rows tall. I'm using a 9 by 9 block here, and I'm using a 5 by 5 block here. Now, to me, that's a pattern. To me, that's a pattern. It works for me. To a lot of other people, they look at it and they're like, okay, I see the numbers, I see the letters, but what does that mean? But it works for me. And I've been doing that forever. But even still, whether I chose to work from the top or bottom, if I see a mistake on row 3 and I'm on row 103, then I got 100 rows I got to frog back. But typically doing these, I will create that signature at either the bottom left or bottom right corner. I don't want it in the middle. I don't want it where the focus is. I want it someplace that pretty much only I would know it was there. So yeah, that's where I would do that there. Okay, groups, please don't forget, and I did not forget, we've just been mad busy, but I am going to catch it on replay. Michelle this morning, I don't even think she had it today. She did not have it today. But usually on Saturdays at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central Time, she has the Stitch Circle. On Saturday evenings at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, she has the Yarn Bistro. It's just a place to come together, get some work done, enjoy each other's company. Mad fun, lots of fun. Juan, today is Saturday. Juan has his live tonight as well, and he goes live tomorrow. He did have a podcast last night. Trying to think of everything. One of the days I didn't get to write things down because I was out here working on, y'all, I haven't used this Chromebook in so long, I did not know the password. So once again, I had to change the password. Now it's just going to be a fact of remembering what I changed the password to. Right. Auntie Setta from Setta's Place. Lori, please go check out Lori's video this morning. It's not very long, but they went to an alpaca ranch. So cute. The pictures and videos that they took, absolutely amazing. It just didn't last long enough for me. It really didn't. I love animals. So to see the human animal interaction type videos makes me feel good. Now, I think the people are crazy. I say that wholeheartedly, who really get into the exotic animals, and after they haven't seen them for a while, this big bear or this huge lion comes up and hugs the person. Nah, no, 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 no. And I need somebody to tell me, what does dreaming about snakes mean? They weren't aggressive. It was a lot of them. Um, it was around a house. And here lately in my dreams are my youngest daughter and my mother. And it was the three of us. And my mom was able to run, and my daughter my daughter and I were dressed in like combat gear. But we didn't, it was just a matter of getting away from them, not attacking the snakes in any way, but just simply getting away from them. Um, okay, I hope it's monetization on another computer, one or the other. I know my sister Joan will be proud of me because I did check with my computer source today, and he has not heard from his source. So everything is kind of stagnant there. So that's the update on the newness of the computer. Okay. Also, Jackie from Crochet 80. Jackie is starting a crochet along. I think it's a crochet along. I don't remember if it's a Cal or a Mal, but she's starting a group project starting August 1st, and it's called Thank You for Being a Scheme, based on the 80s hit Golden Girls. She has colors for each one of the ladies, and you can make a make based on which character or all characters if you so like. She's also promoting self-dyed yarn, but you have to go check out that video to find out who that dyer is. I haven't graduated. I haven't grown up to that point yet. I haven't. I'm still trying to get there. Um, then there is Miss Tina from Crafts by the Rose. Absolutely love it, hearing her introduce herself. It is just the greatest. And starting August 1st, she's starting the 10,000 yard corner to corner blanket. I'm going to do a corner to corner, but it's not going to be 10,000 yards. That's a lot. That's a lot. You see you hear my living room behind me because it echoes. And we have pictures on the wall, but it still echoes. But it's not 10,000 yards worth of yarn big. But it's okay. It's okay. And who else? Lori, uh, Lori, Lexi, and Camille with the Stitcherhood blankets. We are in the third quarter now. So if you want to make a blanket, you still can. Reach out to one of those three ladies. They'll be happy to help you and telling you everything that you need, all the addresses and everything, all that good stuff. Absolutely amazing project. It's to help a DV shelter in Dallas, Texas. And it's more than blankets that they need. They need baby items. They need they need everything, guys. They do. You know, washcloths, baby blankets. Um, I would say little layettes. The we're talking about Texas, so kind of go easy on the hats. But yeah, they need a lot. Okay, and I still wanted to go with Lexi and Lori with the magical mail this month being, I wrote it down and I said I was going to remember it. And I'm going to my book upside down because I wrote it upside down. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do. Boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. One thing YouTube can't get me for a copyright thing because I make up these tunes in my head. Hold on. I think Lazy Days Holiday Craze. Told y'all I wrote it upside down. Lazy Days Holiday Craze is the name or the theme for July, August. Okay. That's the theme for July, August. Lazy Days Holiday Craze. And oh, I do need one more thing. I need one more thing, please. They're playing and they can't hear me. I need your vest. Okay. We are coming up on the part of today that I'm tickled about. I'm really, really tickled about. Okay, so speaking of the mouse, um, I've already submitted you can submit up to 2 items. And I did this particular item with a poem. I just had it. Give me a second. Okay. So there is a picture, but I don't have the picture, but I do have the item itself. The poem is The Grinch Who Stole Sonic the Turtle, whose shell was green, not blue or purple. He also fancies red and gold. He's a bit of an old soul. Camera shy, you ask? Not even a slight. He's so vain he could pose all night. Who's the cutie in the pic, some may ask? Why, it's young Mr. Grinch without his mask. Baby, how are you? And this is what I made young Mr. Grinch. This actually counts for 2 of my mates because the first was, of course, the vest. This was actually a challenge that was presented to me by Joan, and I did it. I made the vest within a 24-hour period, and I did sleep in that time. It was very quick and easy. And then I went back and decided I wanted to add a pocket. So we added a pocket. When I showed it to my daughter, she had a hard time seeing it. She was like, it all blends in. But I'm proud of me about that. I am. So that is one. Thank you. Thank you. That is one completed project. Um, but wait, there's more. This, I know it doesn't look very attractive, and that's okay. It's full of ball bags. What are ball bags, you ask? They're regular grocery bags. And I take the bags and roll them up into little balls and stuff them in the bag. And then we hang the bag. You can call it a bag stocking, a ball stocking, whatever. I know the pink is 100% cotton. It's a fingering weight. The gold, it's actually gold. It's like golden brown. It said it was a 4 worsted weight, but it was a thin 4 worsted weight. So I ran the pink with that as well. Yes, it is 2 different textures, but it did what I needed it to do. And this little stocking right here is big enough to hold up to 50 ball bags. So I completed that as well. But wait, there's more. It was brown, so that's a good thing. This was the Stitcher Hood blanket, the second one. I'm actually working on the third one as well. So I'm going to be sending both of these together. And this is just simply a granny square of number 5 chunky yarn. BB, any of this look familiar? Yes. So that is done. Oh, I need you over here for a second. Pass me those pieces, please. And that. I don't remember if I showed you all this one or not. Yes. So this is, I need you to put it back. This is a temperature blanket that was made for my nephew, Corey. You see his YouTube name? Corey on TV. Oh. And it's big and heavy. Thank you. I let him choose his colors. He actually chose the city of Chicago, Illinois, which is where he was born and raised. And that's how we came about for his. Woo. Neatly put this in there as well. Wait a minute, because I just unfolded it partially. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. There was also a yarn that I acquired recently. I don't remember the supplier, but the name of the yarn was Fleck. Now I want you to just chill. So I made 2 cows. The other one is already packaged up and ready to send. The colorway, I believe, was Ecru. No, it wasn't. It was Aaron. I apologize. It was Aaron. So I made 2 cows, my own pattern. And I had a little bit of Aaron left. So I did a beanie as well. Okay. Yes, ma'am. How about I say thank you? Now, the baby we have all been waiting for. Guys. do you remember the wedding blanket where I said, all I have is 3 more rounds? This is a quarter of it. It's big, y'all. It is big. I cannot. Hey, yeah, see? It's bigger than my arms are wide. Oh my goodness. It is big and it's beautiful. This one also is my own design. It has diamonds and hearts in it. And it's a beautiful story that goes along with it. And I can't wait to present it to them. Whew. That's all? It is finished. It is finished. I am so happy. Yes, you can actually take that box back to the room. Thank you. Oh, that's one of mine, y'all. Okay. So, yes. Let me share with you. You saw the finished object. So, what I have on the list of things to work with. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. The carpenter's wheel, I'm pulling that back out this week. The DC for Life robe, my house robe. This is number 5, Mainstay Chenille. I'm using the letter L hook to work on this. So it's going to be revisited a little bit. I just want to finish one panel. I'm not really focused on that right now, but I do want to get a little further along on it. The Sisters blanket will be finished this week. And then I still have the Ghost Brothers blanket. I'm up in the air about that. I'm kind of upset with them. But when I make a commitment to make something for somebody, it's not that I won't make it. I just have to get myself back into the frame of mind to do it. I feel neglected a little bit, and I don't like feeling neglected. So I have to get past that. But we're going to get back there. So those are 4 of the 6 items. The other 2 of the 6 items I'm working on, which I promised you I would show you a little later. This is going to be a wrap. When this yarn was given to me, the young lady said I couldn't figure out what to do with it, but looking at you eyeing it, I can tell you're going to figure something out. I'm going to make a very breezy, as you can see, summer or spring wrap. That's just that simple. This is it the long way. That's how it's going to go around you. So I just started this last night because I wanted to put it on my hook. It's not a focus item. I don't have the ball band, so there's not very much I can tell you about this. I can tell you that I personally am using a number 9, the letter N furl hook. It works. There are a lot of bumps and bobbles and curly cues and extras along the way. Using such a large hook and designing as I go, the large hook affords me the opportunity to frog when I need to without a lot of hiccups. The only thing I have to make sure I do it slowly and evenly. So I have to exercise patience. And sometimes that's so hard. Number 6 of what I am working on. And this, guys, has worked up so fast. I don't even remember the day I started it, but I know that I started it this week, like a couple or a few days ago. This is a corner to corner. And as of right now, it is 66 inches wide. I have 6 more inches to grow it out. I want to grow it out to 72 inches. The young lady that it's being made for is 5'9". So I wanted to give her some extra room. I am going to make it longer, so it is going to be rectangular. And she made a comment one day. She was like, she saw me make a really big, just wrap around you blanket. And she was like, yeah, she said, I love the blankets that you make for me, Mom. I do, but I don't have one of those just wrap myself up in the blankets. And in my mind, I said, say less. Say less. Very soon you will. So those are the 6 main things that I will be working on this week. I am also going to be pulling back out. I don't know if you remember the 100 balls of yarn that I got from Amazon. And if you didn't hear me, I did not mention my birthday blanket because I'm going to switch some things around. I started out with those 100 balls of yarn using the Mainstay Sparkle Purple as the border for each one of the squares. I'm going to continue that. I'm not going to use the purple sparkle in my birthday blanket. I am still going to make my birthday blanket. I did win some yarn very recently, and I got 4 shades of purple and a cream. And I'm going to use those 5 skeins. I forgot to see how much was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 854 yards. It's the Premier Just Yarn. Yeah, the Premier Just Yarn. And if I'm not mistaken, it's over 800. So I got yarn. I got I got yarn. And then I have been eyeing this. I pulled it out because I used a skein of it on the wedding blanket. Each one of these is 300. I tried to memorize that, guys. 354 yards or 324 meters. I know. I know, baby, and I'm crocheting all the time, and it's so funny because I'll sit there and I'll nod off and I'll still be crocheting, and all I hear is Mom or Grandma, and I have to put everything down and just go take that nap for anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours, and then I get up and I'm right back at it. So yeah, this is getting ready to become something. What, I don't know yet. But things that I have to choose from, which are left on the list. I've been looking at this storm chasing channel, and they kind of chase in this area. They're from approximately 45 to 50 minutes away from me. And it's a really, really good group. I say kids, but they're adults. They're in their late 20s, early 30s. But they're storm chasers. We have a lot of thunder storms in this area right now. But when I first met them, or when I first started watching them, we had snow, and they were down in this area. And this is one of the areas that they cover. So I wanted to be prepared for them when the next snow comes. So I got everybody's favorite color. It's just 3 of them. It's Dylan, Ed, and Kay. So each one of them is going to get a hat and scarf set. Nobody said teal, so the teal is safe for right now. Also, one of the things on the list that's kind of questionable because I don't really use one, but then again, I don't have one. So I might use one if I have one, which is a crossbody bag. I know that I've made bags for my scooter. Did I show you all the bags? I showed you all the bags, okay. But I do have two bags on my scooter. I was going to make a lap throw, but I decided against it because of everything else that I have, and I don't really go that far. So I'm good with that, and I don't like getting hot at all. It triggers a lot in me, so I try to do everything I can to stay cool. I mean, the mind goes bad. I talk funny. I walk funny. Heat has a smell to me, and I don't do it. I do a lot of passing out. I can't do it. Um, so I'm thinking maybe a crossbody bag if I go out with my kids more, which is one of the plans that we have, one of the things that I'm working towards. Then this will, while I'm in the wheelchair, I will still have a bag on me where I can hold the things that I need, and it's not something that's really big like a project bag or something, but big enough that I could put a small project in it if I wanted to. So yes, good, great. Okay. Also, there are two more personal um, items that I wanted to make. The PJ Mask blanket for my doctor's son. He's nonverbal autistic. And I made her a Christmas blanket before she transferred to the office where she is now. And her son loves colors. He's 10 years old. And no, he's 9. I apologize. He's 9 years old. And he, like I said, he's nonverbal. And she said he's a handful, but when he gets that blanket, it calms him right down. So I wanted to make him a PJ Mask blanket before Christmas. And then my grandson's very first bus driver, her first name is Mary, not Mary, Merry. And she's a jewel. She and I have kept in contact ever since. And if you don't know, he's going into third grade next year. So that long. And he was in pre-K when I met her. So yeah, we've kept up with each other. And then of course I want to finish out the Stitcher hood. I have it up here. It's not working on it because it's so close to done, but I've put it aside for right now because I have until I believe September to get it done. So it's not a rush. And then of course the Stitcher hood #4 blanket. And please don't forget my Just For Me Cardi. That is really going to be a thing. Um, Another form of a pattern. I do know that it's going to have 5 panels. My back middle panel is going to be white. The side panels, one is going to be brown, one is going to be gray. The brown and gray represent my grandfather. The front panels, one is going to be blue, one is going to be green. The blue and green are for my grandmother. One sleeve is going to be red with a black cuff. The other sleeve is going to be black with a red cuff. The red and black represent my mother. The ribbing and the facing are all going to be purple. And the purple is for my best friend, Sashley. There's going to be a hood, and the hood is going to be baby blue on one side and yellow on the other side. And the baby blue and yellow represent my son. And these are all the people that I have lost that were really, really, really close to me. I mean, like family close. Like you heard, my family, my mom, my grandparents, and my bestie. So I'm definitely going to make that. I know I said that I'm making a lot for myself for my birthday. I don't generally make things for myself. I don't. And I get fussed at almost daily because I don't. And I'm told, hey, you deserve this too. So I'm trying to focus more on being nice to myself. I made myself a dress a couple of years ago, and I wore it for a while to the point that I started feeling guilty about wearing it. But I've made my granddaughter dresses. I made my oldest daughter a dress. I made my youngest daughter a summer top. Um, it's not like I haven't, made things for others. It's not a reason for me to feel guilty, but I just do. I just do. Okay, but like I said, other things that I'm going to be adding to the list, one thing that I know that I am going to put hands on this week are those 100 balls. I plan on getting, if nothing more than some more squares crocheted up. May not put them together because I'm using the connect as you go method to add them together. And then I saw in going through the reels this really neat way of connecting two of the single round squares. But I've been thinking about it and it will only connect two at a time. No, you could do a whole row. Yeah, you could do a whole row. Just determine how big you want the row. You are not allowed to give that. You remember I gave it away? I I didn't give the colorful one, the just for me cardigan. I didn't give that one away, but the purple one I did give away. I did. I did. My daughter came in and saw it, and I did. I did. Okay, you got me. Wow. Yeah, I tend to do that. Okay, okay. I got it. It's stamped. It's here. But like I said, I do plan to pull that out. I have another, I think it was 26 balls that was slightly larger than the 100 balls that I also got from Temu shortly after I got the 100. Um, and I don't like the fact that they're just sitting there. So I'm going to do something with those. I might use the one row method to put those together. Just do the little squares, one of each color, and make the rows 26 long. Choose what I the out. Choose what the border color will be. I'm just saying. Looks like it might work. So there are a lot of projects in the future. I'm just trying to not overwhelm myself, which is why I decided to start charting them up like this. And once this page gets down to the last four, I'm trying to keep those open in case, something comes through like, hey, can you make this for me? Or hey, can you make that for me? Then I'll have room to add it to the list. I like where it is right now. That's comfortable spacing. I can put the 100 up there. I can put the 26 up there, and I still have 5 spaces remaining. So I like the fact that I'm not bogging myself down. And yeah, it feels good. I can breathe. So it feels good, and I feel happy in this space right here. I think we're finally getting the times right. Even though I do apologize for being late today. I'm so sorry, so sorry. But like I said, we're trying to hook everything up. So far, my battery life is doing pretty good on the phone. I'm looking at it, and we started at 65, and it's only down to 41. So that's good. That's good. I even went as far as turning it off so that I could charge it while it was turned off. So I don't know. We're still trying to figure out everything that's going on with it. Might just simply be the fact that it's old. It's okay. Just because you're getting up there in age, baby girl, that's fine. That's fine. You can still work. Look at me. Okay. That's where we are, guys. I am about to make my way back to the room and sip on some more coffee and find me a good movie to watch. I think I might run the trash over to the compactor first. Yeah, I might do that first. What time is it? It's after 2. I think I'm gonna wait till later to run the trash over to the compactor because it's the hardest part of the day. Yeah. I think we just had that discussion about how much I love heat. Not at all. Not at all. I don't even like heat in the wintertime. The temperature in our apartment is a good 71 degrees. And when we get our bill and I open it up and they start showing, I can tell whether the rates have increased or not simply looking at my average home temperature every month because it says 71. And I noticed last month and month before last, the amount increased, but the temperature didn't increase and the temperature didn't decrease. It's 71 degrees. It's comfortable. It's comfortable. It could be a little cooler for me, but I have an anemic daughter and I have two, I call them babies in here, and they like to be comfortable too. So I want to make sure everybody's comfortable. What I had originally said, let's put it at 68. And then my daughter was like, Mom, you no. So we do the 71. She walks around in a polar bear robe all day. But she's like, it's fine, Mom. I like the fact that you can breathe. I'll be a polar bear as long as you breathe. We're good. Yeah, but I know it's not. I know it's not. And my heart goes out to you. My heart. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, my heart goes out to you. Ooh, I can't imagine that. Just mm, 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 mm. But guys, I thank each and every one of you for spending this time with me. And I hope that you all got some things done. I hope you enjoyed the fiber fashion show. And Khadijah, if you feel so inclined, if you wanted to make a bodybuilding kitty for the Flex Fridays, like the muscles, you know, that would be cute. Twice in 1 week. And I caught you too. I did. Guys, I have had a ball. I have. You all always make me feel so good. I purposely didn't do the healthometer because I feel good. And I wanted you all to see that I was in a different space and that I came out here and set everything up. My family helped me out. They did. But I did a lot more than they normally see me do. And I've been working towards, being a little more active, a little more mobile. And it's working out. And I'm grateful for that. The last time I went to the doctor, my weight had gone down 2 pounds. So I'm grateful for that. I'm working for that. And I appreciate all the encouragement that I get from each and every one of you. It really means a lot. And I thank you. I really do. My family thanks you. My heart thanks you. Everybody, we thank you. And I just ask that you please keep us uplifted. And I shall continue to do the same for each one of you. Khadijah, I am praying for you so hard. I am. I just want a fan God to come along. I wish an AC God would come along and just fill your unit with AC. I do. Thank you. Well, it will be next Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Absolutely. And I can't wait either because I know right now what I plan on having done, but it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes, like the hat and the cows that I did, I had no plans, or the bag sock. I hadn't planned on doing those, but they came up. They were quick and easy. I was able to get them done, and it counts towards the make. It's me putting that hook to yarn and getting something done, and it feels good to know, especially when people love me and bless me so much with yarn, and I can't let it just sit here. That wasn't the purpose that it was given, and to see it, I already told y'all I like to see things go from one state to another, something beautiful. That was why I became a carpenter, to see that wood become a house, become an office building, become a bookcase, a cabinet, to see these strings of yarn become ponchos and hats and blanket. I love the blankets. I absolutely love the blankets. I just showed y'all three. So, I mean, I love the blankets. But just like I said, the transformation, and sometimes I get so stuck on the transformation, especially when I'm doing the grafting. I will take a picture of each row for like 30 or 40 rows just to watch it grow, the progression of it. And it just does my heart all the good in the world. I'll go back and look at it later and say, see, this is where I started. And then it went here and here and here and here. And, becomes like a little book, the little animated book that I forgot what that's called even, but that's what like the little flip page. I think that's what it's called. But it becomes that to me, and it's so fascinating to watch it happen, to be the one doing it, and then to go back afterwards and watch it. It's like, wow, I did that. But at any rate, I want you all to go about your day. Khadijah, know that you're here. You're here, baby. You're right here. Oh, it's not about being fast, though, BB. It really isn't. I trained myself that way because my mother used to send me to bed mad early. I've never been one to sleep a lot of hours unless I'm sick. And I was in high school and just full of life. And she wanted me in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock. We're getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Why do I need to be in bed that early? That's past the 8 hours. And when we didn't have conversation, I would sleep on the way to school and on the way from school. I went to school in a different city, the school where she worked. So it was a 30-minute commute every day, in which I got a good nap on the way to school and a good nap on the way from school. And when she sent me to bed, she wanted lights out. She wanted the radio off. So I would turn the radio on to the bare minimum, to where all you could hear was the teet, teet, teet. You couldn't hear any words, but I would go by the beat and I know when the songs changed. So I had to teach myself to crochet in the dark and fast because I wanted to get a certain amount done before a song went off. So that's how I did it. And even now, I find myself looking at movies, looking at the projects, and now I've been into stitch counting for years. My goal this month is 5,000 stitches a day. And I had to bring it back down because there are some days I'll only get to 2,000, maybe 3,000 stitches done. Then there's some days I knock it out the box. I can do 10,000, 11,000, 12,000. So I said 5,000 stitches a day. I've not met that yet this month. With everything that I've finished, I have not met 5,000 a day yet. I've come close. I've done 4,700, but I haven't met the 5,000 yet. But it's cool. I'm still working on it. I am keeping up with my daily, things. As long as I have something to shoot for, that's my main thing. I have to have a goal, and hitting that goal means I need to raise the bar. So I'm one of those people who's never satisfied. I always believe you can set the mark higher. I tell people I'm never, when out in the dating world, I'll tell people I'm never satisfied. If I ever reach the point of satisfaction, there's nothing else to shoot for. What am I doing? Why am I here? So, yeah, that's where I am. But, guys, I'm going to let you go. Like I said, I want you to go about and finish having a wonderful weekend. Make the best of every second that you have. In those seconds, remember to love you, okay? And know that I love you too. And know that self love is the greatest love of all, okay? Remember, Kitty Lane told you. Remember, Kitty Lane loves you. Until we see each other again on these YouTube streets. Peace out, everybody.